So we will wait for 1 minute, then we will start our session. Means today we will discuss about the different functions, right? Elementary functions. So previous day, we will discuss about the unit step function. Okay, so we will continue the unit step function using some examples. Then we will discuss the unit ramp function, exponential function, and the polynomial functions. Okay, so this thing we will discuss today. So we will wait for 1 to 2 minutes and we will start our session. Okay, so now we will start. Okay, because already the time is goes on. Okay, so today, today we will discuss about the unit step function. In the previous lecture, we will already told what the elementary functions which will be adopted in the J transformational methods. Unit step function, unit ramp function. So how the unit step function will be applied in the J transformational modeling. Okay, so that thing we will discuss today. Hmm. So yes. So for that cases, we will share my screen so that you will able to see what we will did in previous lecture. Right. Okay. So is my screen is visible? Yes. Deepak.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Visible, sir.
Okay. Fine. So let's start with the today's session. So we will discuss about the yes. So today's discussion point is today's discussion point is unit step function, step function, then unit uh, ramp function, right? Polynomial function. Okay, and if the time permit, then we will discuss about the exponential function, right? So these are the things we will discuss. So in the previous lecture, we will discuss little bit about the unit step function, right? So what we will discuss, suppose if you have a because we are considering the time function as we are considering the time function, sorry, RING, considering the time function. So we are considering x of t, right? So let us find out the J transformation of a unit step function. So previous lecture I will already told you, as we are considering the time function should be like we are considering the x of t, right? So x of t, okay. So whose value we are considering the two values which will be considered 1 of t and 0. Okay, so when 1 of t will be considered, we will considering the values of t. This will be the this will be the summation of the values of t that will varies. Okay, so when the xt value will be 0, so what will be my consideration is t is less than 0. Okay, so in case of a sampling, a unit step function, we assume that the function is continuous from the right. Okay, that means if I will, in the previous lecture I will told you, if the x of 1 of t, if the values of 1 of t is equals to 1 of 0, that means t is equal to 0, right? T is equal to 0, so for that cases 1 of 0 means it should be 1. Okay, then for that cases what will be my z transformational modeling? So x of z, that is equals to the z transformation of 1 of t. Okay, that means that value. Okay, 1 of t. So if I will elaborate this equation, then it should be considered where value of k, that will be vary from 0 to infinity, as we are considering that the values of k that will vary from 0 to infinity, right? So if we will considering the z transformation of this particular function. Okay, so it will come across 1 into z to the base power minus k. Okay, then again if I will simplify these things, so k is equal to 0 to infinity. One second, someone is coming, I think. Okay, so k is equal to 0 to infinity 1 into z of k, that will taking as a minus z of k, right? So minus z of k. So if I will expand this particular equation, if I will expand this particular form of equation, okay, in a partial fraction method, then it will come like 1 plus z inverse plus z to the base minus 2 plus z to the power minus 3 plus dot dot dot, like this, right? Okay, so for that cases we will considering, if supposed to be how this particular process will come. So if I will considering the mathematical equation supposed to be s is equal to 1 plus 1 to the base 1 plus 1 to the base 2 plus 1 to the base 3 plus like dot dot. Okay, then this particular value as per the mathematical equation, it will comes 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that means sorry 1 minus 1, so that will be coming 1. Okay, so for that cases, if we will considering the values of y of z, okay, if we are applying the z transformation of this particular functions, okay, then it will come 1 divided by 1 minus z inverse. Okay, that means if we simplify these things, it will come z minus 1. Okay, if I will elaborate this particular equation in a partial fraction, right, in a partial fraction. Okay, so this will be the partial fractional method where we are adopting this particular equations, right? So in this particular case I will told you that x of z we will considering. So x of z, that will considering 1 minus z inverse, right? So that means we are considering like this, okay? Or we can considering the values of z minus 1. So this will be the z transformation of a particular sequence z plus z to the base minus 1 plus z to the base minus 3 plus z to the base minus 3 plus dot 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 this one, right, like this. Okay, so this value will be having a the function of z, that means we are transforming the z transformational mode, right? So as we are considering the x of z is equals to 1 plus z of inverse plus z to the power minus 2 plus z to the power minus 3 plus dot dot dot. Okay, for when we are considering z is less than equal to 1. Okay, so for that case we are considering x of z that will be goes to infinity. Okay, and which will be not in a converge, not in a converge. Okay, and if we will considering the values of z is greater than 1, so for that cases my x of z, that will comes tends to 0. Okay, so that is why my values of x of z, my values of x of z, that will be vary from, that will be vary from 0 to infinity, right? So whatever the values of k is equal to 0 to infinity, that value will be this. If the value, if z is less than 1, then we are considering x of z will be tends to infinity, which will be not converge, right? And if we will considering z is greater than equal to 1, okay, greater than equal to 1, then x of z will be considering is will be tends to 0, which will be a converge. Okay, so this term will be coming from the mathematical expression. Okay, and you also notice that that the series converge in case of a series convergence. Okay, so are you heard about the series convergence, convergence and a parallel convergence in a mathematics, right? So in this particular application area of the jet transformation, if we will considering the series convergence, so if we will considering the series, if we will considering the series convergence, right? If the series concept convergence will be occurred, then it should be considered as the mod of z is greater than obviously 1. Okay, just like this 1, right? So for finding out the j transformation of this particular form of functions, okay, or the variables, okay, so this particular z value, this particular z value will be act as a dummy operator. Okay, keep in mind these things. So whenever we are considering the series convergence and the values of z, that will be the mod of z, that means the that means the values of z, it will be greater than 1, greater than 1. So for finding out the any such kind of j transformation of any such kind of equation, from such kind of equation, so for that cases the values of j that will acting as a dummy operator, right? The z value, the value of z, the value of z will be considered as a dummy operator, right? So here also it should be considered that it should not be, we can say that it should not be necessary to specify the region of Z over which the x of Z will be convergence. Okay, so there must have some region of convergence we will considering. Okay, so it should not be necessary to specify the region. Okay, over the over which the x of Z, the values of x of Z. Okay, so the values of x of Z is a convergence. So for finding out the jet transformation of this particular equation, we cannot finding out the region of the jet. Okay, region of a z value over which the x of z, over which the x of z is convergence. Okay, so we can say that the jet transformation of x of z for the time function, because whatever the values we are getting from the x of z, that will be under the time function, right? Time function means we are considering the x of t, right? We will obtain on this particular way for the valid throughout, it will be valid, the equation will be valid whatever the values we are getting from the x of t between the z plane, except any such kind of pole that will arise in the x of z, right? So if I will considering the values, if I will considering the values of x of t is equal to 1 by t, so that will be my summation of the, and that will be the limit of my values of k. Okay, and if the x of t value will be 0, so that will be the limit where t will be less than 0. So accordingly we will did the we will did the z transformation, and we will find the values of the z transformation of x of z, okay, or for the unit step function, right? So it is noted that also we can say that if we will considering the 1 of k, it should be defined supposed to be 1 of k, if it is defined the values like this 1 0. Okay, where if we will considering 1 of k is equal to 1, for the values of k is equal to 0 1 2 dot dot, right? And whenever the values of 1 of k is equal to 0, when the values of k, 1 of k is equal to 0, okay, so for that case if we are considering the values of k is less than 0, right? So then this particular equation will be known as a unit step function, which will be commonly called as a unit step sequence. Okay, so it should be called as a unit step sequence. Okay, so this equation will be satisfying your j transformational equation. So that is why we will considering this equation as a unit step sequence. Okay, so if we will considering the unit ramp function, so for that cases, if I will considering unit ramp function as a time function, so if I will considering number 2 as a ramp function, so how could I did this? In case of a ramp function, so in case of a ramp function, if I will considering one ramp function like a, so consider the unit ramp function like this. Any function, if I will considering supposed to be x of t, as we will considering the time function x of t, that will be the values of x of t when is equal to t, okay, and when the values is 0. Okay, so for that cases we will considering the values of t will be varies from 0 less than t, and whenever the x of t is equal to 0, so for that cases we will considering t less than 0, right? So for that cases we will considering that we will considering x of kt, right? So x of kt, this particular value x of kt according to the time function is concerned, right? X of kt is nothing but my the values of kt, okay, where the k value will be varies from 0 1 2, as we will considering this in the step function, right? So in this particular figure, I will draw in the previous lecture the figure. The figure is what? Figure is, suppose if I will considering the figure क्या था मेरा? So suppose if I will considering this equation, so what will be my figure? Figure should be like this. If we are considering in this axis, we will considering x of t, okay, and in this axis we will considering the t, okay. So this is t, this is a capital T, this is 2t, this is 3t, and this is 4t. So for the basic time ramp function, that will be taken into consideration as x of t, this will be considered as x of 2t, this will be considered as x of 3t, and this will be considered as x of 4t, like this. So if it is a sampled unit ramp signal, okay, so this is your first signal, this is your second signal, this is your third signal, and this is your fourth signal for the different values of the time period, right? So t to t is a, t is actually nothing but my time period. Okay, t is nothing but my time period. So this will be the first ramp function, this will be second, this will be third, and this will be fourth, right? So it should be considered as a, this particular diagram, it will be considered as a sampled unit ramp function. Okay, sampled unit ramp function, right? Sample unit ramp function. So for that cases, we are considering the magnitude of the sample value, which will be proportional to the sampling period. As we will we are increasing the time period, we are observing that the magnitude of the sample value, that will increasing in nature. Okay, so as we are increasing the values of t, okay, as we are increasing the values of t, we are observing that my signals, okay, or the magnitude of the sample value, okay, that means magnitude means how can we find out the magnitude? So here supposed to be this point, so this will be the my magnitude, okay, so this will be my magnitude, right? So here if I will increasing the time period, if I will increasing the time period t, then we are see that the magnitude of a particular sample value which will be proportional to the sample value. Whenever t is increasing, we will observing that x of t is gradually increasing, right, in this particular graph, right? So we can say that the magnitude of the sample value, this magnitude of the sample value will be not inversely proportional, it completely proportional to the t, completely proportional to the sampling period or the time period t. Okay, so this will be very important part, important property. So the j transformation of a unit ramp function, so if I will considering this function, suppose if I will considering this function, if I am considering this function and if I am finding the j transformation of this particular ramp function, okay, so what will be my unit ramp j transformation of unit ramp function, that should be written. So how could I rewrite these things? Suppose my equation is x of t when the values is t and when the values is 0. So when the values is t, we are considering the values of t will be 0 less than t, and when the x of t is equal to 0, my values will be t will be less than 0, right? And we will also considering that x of kt is nothing but my the values of kt, where the k values will be varies from 0 1 to dot dot. Okay, so if I will applying the j transformation of that particular ramp function, okay, as I will already told you that the sampling period, okay, that means t, when increasing it will proportional to the values of t is proportional to the x of t. Okay, so now if we are applying the j transformation of this particular equation, so it will coming like this. Okay, so if I am applying the j transformation of this function, okay, so it will come, if we are considering the two-sided j transformation, right? So if I am considering the j transformation of this side, so it will be considered as x of z. Okay, we will considering x of z is equals to z of t, z of t. Okay, so if I will simplify this equation where the k value will be vary, I already told 0 to infinity, where k value will be considered as 0 to infinity. Okay, 0 to infinity, and we will considering x of kt. So x of kt into z to the power minus k, as we are considering the time interval, as we are considering the time function, so the t function that will be considered as a t will be considered as a x of kt, where the values of k will be vary from 0 1 to up to infinity. So it will be considered as k is equal to 0 to infinity x of kt, and we are transforming the j transformation of this, so that is why this particular term is coming, right? So if I will simplify this equation, it will come like this. So t will be moving out, then summation of k is equal to 0 to infinity k of k into z of minus k. Okay, so if I will expand this equation, it will come t into z to the power minus 1 plus 2 into z to the base minus 2 plus 3 into z to the base z to the power minus 3 plus dot 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 like this. This will be, we are considering the partial expansion in case of a mathematical equation. Okay, so try to read the partial expansion method in the mathematics 3. Okay, so how could I expand this type of equation like this, in this particular form? Okay, so this will be the simplified form of this particular j transformational function, right? So if I will again simplify these things, then it will come, so here it should be z to the base minus 1, here it should be 2 to the power z into minus 2, and here it will coming the values of z will be 2 1 and this will be my 1. So it will coming to be supposed to be, if I will considering z of minus 1, then it will come z to the base minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus minus 2 minus 3. Okay, then it will come 1 minus z to the base minus 1 into square. Okay, fine. So then t will coming, if we simplify this equation according to the z transformational method, it will coming z to the base minus 1 into 1 minus z inverse whole square, right? So again, if I simplify these things, it will come tz divided by as we will considering 1 minus z inverse square, so like this one. Okay, so it will coming like this, z of minus 1 square. Okay, so here x of z, that will come this equation. This will be for the unit ramp function. Okay, but in case of a unit step function, you will see that my value will become this one, right? So there will be little bit difference between the unit step function and the unit ramp function, right? Okay, so for expanding this particular equation, we will considering a different kind of methodology, right? So for that cases, we will considering this equation for the unit ramp function, and for that cases we will considering this one as a unit step function. In both the functions, we will considering the values with a function of z, as we are implementing the z transformation on the two-sided z transformational methods, right? So I think someone is coming. Okay, so yes, so it will be my consideration of a ramp function, right? So we can say that that the function which will be considered for the ramp function, it should be considered as a sampling period t, because t, that will be considered as a sampling period t. Okay, sampling period we will be considered, where we will considering these values of t, it will be nothing but my sampling period. Okay, so x of z means the x of t, that means we are applying the z transformation of this, and we are getting the values of this. Okay, we are getting the values of this, so it will come how much? It will come it will come how much? Tz, it will come tz divided by z minus 1 whole square, like this, z minus 1 whole square. So whatever, that means we are considering the two-sided z transformation, okay, for a ramp function. So if this will be your one example of a ramp function where the xt value will be varies from t to 0. Okay, so for that cases, we are applying the j transformation, and we will finding what will be my ramp functional method, right? So that is actually the thing. If I will elaborating these things also, okay, so in the next class I will elaborate these things also. Okay, so how could I finding out, because we are step jumping all those things. So in the next class I will told you how could I find these things, okay, in a step by step process. Okay, so I will directly go to the polynomial functions now. Okay, so polynomial function. Okay, so this is the another type of function which will be applicable for the j transformational mode. Okay, so if I will considering any such kind of polynomial function supposed to be a of k, right? Okay, let us assume the polynomial function is supposed to be a of k, whatever the polynomial function. We will considering y of k, we will considering m of k, whatever. So I am considering the polynomial function supposed to be a of k. So you can consider the b of k, c of k, anything. Okay, so let us obtain the J transformation of x of k. Okay, as defined by the, as we will considering the time function, as we will considering the time function. So it should be considered as either x of t or either x of k. So if the values of x of k, that will be varies from a of k, that means the values of x of k will be a of k, and we will considering 0. So when the values of x of k will be a of k, so for that cases the k value will be vary 0, 1, 2 dot dot, and whenever the x of k will be 0, that means for that cases k is less than 0. Okay, where we can considering a is actually nothing but a constant term, where we can say that where a is a constant. Okay, so if I will applying the J transformation of this particular polynomial functions, okay, so there will be some difference from the polynomial functions to the step functions. Okay, so where we will considering the one constant term having a values of k, but in the ramp function and as well as in the unit step function, in the unit step function we will not considering this type of equations. Okay, so this will be little bit different according to the, according to the ramp function and the step function, where we will considering the values of a should be in a constant part. Okay, so if I am applying the j transformation, so suppose if I am applying the j transformation of this, if I am applying the j transformation of this in a both sided, in a both-sided J transformational mode, then how the polynomial function will be acting in the J transformational method. That thing we will discuss. Okay, so here also we will considering the two-sided J transformational method. Okay, okay. So two-sided J transformational method. So if I am in considering the two-sided J transformational method, so if this considering the J transformation, then it will come. So we will obtain if I will Z transformation of x of k, it will coming x of z. Then we will considering the Z transformation of a of k. That means Z transformation of a of k, right? So again the values of k will be varies from 0 to infinity, right? K will be varies from 0 to infinity. Then a of k is actually nothing but a the values of x of k, right? So so I already told you a of k is a constant term. So whatever the values we are putting the x of k value, okay, into for the z transformation z of minus k. Okay, so again if I will simplify these things, it will come k is equal to 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity, the we are putting the values of x of k like a of k into z to the base minus k, right? Now we are expanding this equation using the mathematical functions. So if I will expand this equation, so if I will expand this equation, okay, k is equal to 0 to infinity a of k z of minus k. If I will expand this equation using the partial fraction, using a partial fraction mode, okay, so then it will come how? So it will come like this. Okay, x of z, that is equals to come a of k into z to the base minus k. So if I will expand this equation, it will come, if I will expand these things in a mathematical form, it will come 1 plus a of z to the base minus 1 plus a of z to the base minus 2 plus, sorry, ak na, that means a square. Okay, so it should come a square into z to the base minus 2 a cube divided by z to the base minus 3 plus dot 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 like this plus up to infinity. That's supposed to be a n z to the base minus n like this. Okay, so again I will rewriting this equation. So if I am applying the partial fraction of this particular equation, so it will coming like this: 1 plus a of z inverse plus a square of z to the power minus 2 plus a cube of z to the power minus 3 plus dot 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 plus a to the power n z to the base minus n. Right. So if I will simplify again, simplify this equation, then it will come 1 divided by, simplify these things, a square and a3z3. Okay, so then it will come 1 minus a of z inverse, same like as if we are expanding these things, just like this we are expanding these things also. Okay, where the values of a is actually the constant term. Okay, so then it will come simplify, so it will come z minus a. So the values of the x of z will come 1 by, sorry, z by, sorry, no. I have some mistake. Okay, so if I will simplify this equation na, so a square a to the base 1 a square z to the base a cube z to the base minus 1, so it will come 1 divided by z. If I will simplify this equations also, so this will come z divided by, sorry, so z divided by z minus a. Okay, so this will be for the exponential function. Sorry, the polynomial function. Okay, so for the polynomial function. Okay, so you will observe that for the ramp function, my z transformational method will be different. Whatever the output that will coming is different. For the unit step function, whatever the values of the z transformation, that will different, and the same thing which we will applying for the polynomial function, it will be different. Okay, so accordingly we are applied the same thing in a exponential functions also. Right, so we are applying the same thing exponential functions also. Right, so I think I have to stop the session for today. Okay, I have another work, so again we will re-meet in on Monday. Okay, in the same timing if the time permit, if I am available then only. Okay, so I think we will stop the session for today. We will discuss the exponential functions and some more application part of the jet transformation and some equations. Okay, supposed to be if I will told you obtained the jet transformation, if I will told you he obtained the jet transform, obtain the jet transform of x of t of a cosine function. We are considering the cosine function, right? So if I will considering supposed to be x of t is equals to cos of omega t, okay, and 0 for the values of 0 less than t and for the values of t less than 0. Now finding out the z transformation of this particular cosine function, so how could we proceed these things? Okay, so this will be your example. Okay, so this will be your example. Okay, so I give you some examples and we will solve in this particular session. Okay, then only you will understand how for the different functions how we were applying the jet transformation and what will be my output. Okay, so we will discuss this thing in a next class. Okay, is it clear? Yes, Deepak.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, fine. So we will stop the session for today. Okay, so all are requested to leave the session.